Welcome to Code with Kamate. Today we are going to be exploring Introduction to Python, and we are going to see how to install Python, set up our environment, our integrated development environment where we shall be writing our codes from, and we shall go ahead to look at what shall we cover within this playlist. So this is lesson 1 and you're welcome. So Python, we shall first look at how we can install Python. I will not go into details explaining most of the simple things about programming because I'm sure you are on the right track since you have come to learn Python. And I know that you have basic knowledge about programming. Uh, Python, it is a language that is used commonly to build most web applications, Instagram, YouTube. Very many web applications are built based on Python. Even mobile applications, most of them are built from Python. So uh, that's why we need to learn it. Even the artificial intelligence that is trending nowadays is also built on Python. So it is a widely used language and it is the best decision for you to take, especially when you want to learn programming. So today we shall create our first program. I will take you through how to create the first program in Python, how to run it. We shall look at variables. That is in our next lesson. So this is the playlist. So the playlist will contain all these. We shall have lists, tuples, dictionaries, and sets which we use in Python. We shall understand each of these and how it works. We shall go ahead to look at functions, if statements, how we define functions in Python, all that. From there, we shall look at loops, the for and the while loops. We shall also have a look at the nested loops. We shall understand all these as we go forward. We shall also have to look at classes. Classes, they are ways of how we can classify objects for use in our codes. Then we shall also have object-oriented programming. Yeah, so that's what we shall cover within this playlist. If you are intermediate, then I advise you to check out my tutorials in Django, where I describe how to make web applications using Django, a Python framework. So during these lessons or lectures, at the end of every lecture, we shall always be having a task or a project which you have to undertake for you to understand. And with programming, you have to learn by doing. So whenever you write codes, please and please, you have to also go and try them on your machine to confirm that they are working. And that's how we keep on learning slowly. Yeah, so in case you have a challenge, then please, it is always advisable to seek for assistance so that you can be assisted. So without wasting much of the time, let us cover 1 and 2. We are going to look at, we have already seen the quick overview. Now let us check the installation process. I will walk you through fast because installing these things, it is just as normal as you install other applications on your machines. Then we shall also write our first Python program. So to start with, we can just head to any browser and you go to code.visualstudio.com/download. So this is Visual Studio Code. So what is Visual Studio Code? This one, it is called an integrated development environment. It is something that helps us to write our Python code or to write our programming code. It could be Python, could be any other language. Even if you're writing the HTML for front end and CSS, you can still use VS Code. So VS Code is a uh, powerful IDE environment where you can write our codes. So there are others out there, but throughout these lectures, we shall be using Visual Studio Code, but you can choose to use any. So you can come on this website and download the one that best suits your operating system, if it is Windows, Mac, etc. So after installing it, when you open it, normally it looks like this. It looks like this. Yeah, this is normally how it looks like. So after installing this VS Code, you also have to go ahead and install Python, because it is the interpreter you shall be using for interpreting our Python code. So when you go to python.org/downloads, and you can download Python. The latest version currently is 3.13.7. This is as of the date when this video was recorded. You can download for Windows based on the operating system also. So having done that, it means now we have our Visual Studio Code where we shall be writing our Python code, and it will be interpreted by the Python interpreter, which is also here. So having acquired that, we now have to go to Visual Studio Code and have a look at some simple basics about it and how to use it. So normally, in case you're installing these things and they don't come out, then you are free to contact me via email or phone, and then I assist you in installing these things in case you face some challenges. Yeah, so after installing VS Code, you have to come to this option called extensions, this one. You have to go to extensions, and here you search for Python. So you search for Python and click on install. Yeah, so that one helps us when we are formatting our Python code. So you have to install the Python and other related Python extensions. You can use ChatGPT to check for more, but majorly we need just Python. So you can prompt ChatGPT like the extensions you need to install in VS Code as a Python programmer. So they'll give you the list and you can install them. We don't need a lot, we just need a few. So that is a quick overview of how VS Code is installed, and how it can now be in our IDE with our Python installed. So from there, for you to confirm that the installation has been successful, I'm going to show you how we do confirm that. So for the meantime, I want us to create our first Python program. As we said, let us create our first Python program, because from our slide, as you can see, we have to create this program and we get familiar with Python. Practice, get in touch with me, and don't be left behind. So let us now head into creating our first Python program. So to create our Python program, we can just create a folder on the desktop where we shall be saving our code. You can create it anywhere. So I already have a folder here on my desktop called Code with Kamate. I can open it into Visual Studio Code directly. You can drag and drop it into VS Code, or you can just use command prompt and say code dot to automatically open up the folder in VS Code. As you can see, someone can also drag and drop, so it shouldn't disturb you. Someone who wants can just come here and drag, looks for VS Code here, and just drops it as usual. So having opened this, you can see from here that it is now open. So we can always use Control and the plus sign to increase font size, or the minus to reduce font size. Yeah, so these shortcuts are very important when you are writing our code. So this is our folder. So within our folder, we are going to create a file. We're going to create a file. We can call it, we can just call it first program. So when you're creating Python files or Python related programs, we have to end with .py. Yeah, so end with .py. So let me close out this and this. So after writing first program.py, it should automatically bring you to this point. So when you press Ctrl B, it is hiding this window here. When you press Ctrl B, it's hiding the window, and showing it back is still Ctrl B. Yeah, so for you to confirm that your Python is installed fully, you should see something here called Python. Yeah, that shows that it is installed. So how do we create a program in Python? So in Python, when we are creating a program, we write what we call a code. So if we want to print something onto the screen, or to display something on the screen of the user, we just say print. So we use the print function. We say print, then brackets, then you put in brackets what you want to print. It should be in strings in case it is a name. For example, code with Kamate. So when we do this, this one is already a program which we have created. So how do we run this to confirm that it is working? So when you go here on these three buttons on the top, and we go on the terminal window, then we choose a new terminal. Something is going to open over here. Let's just give it some time. Okay, it has opened. So here we have an option for running. So just click on run Python file. So when you click on run Python file, it should run and bring for us our program. So it has printed code with Kamate on the screen. So that's what we call creating a fast program. So Python is very easy and very simple, because with other languages you find printing code with Kamate on your terminal is going to take you about 5 lines of codes, but here with just 1 line of code we have been able to create our first program. So that is simple as that. So that is a quick overview, and I hope we will catch up. I don't want to show up very many codes here or going deep before you catch up with installations and figuring out all those configurations. But in the next video, we are now going to come in and we are going to handle variables, which we are going to also tackle some things about lists and variables. So that is it for now. Let me wish you all well and have a great nice time.